things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Even I've got to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. How did they survive that?
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work your defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's the It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world title. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
No doubt about it. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Catch and shoot. Do you believe what we're seeing? And he just misses with that jab. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter-fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Incredible work rate. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of defense here at all. He threw a punch and just got countered. Well done with that counter shot. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. What do we expect to see here in round 2? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That uppercut just missed. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Beautiful counter punch. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter shot lands. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't score with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
That's lights out, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You all right?
Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. What a punch. The straight right just misses. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Punch, counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Back at it in round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? We wanted action, and they are giving us action. The stamina is off the charts. You've you've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now we've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They exchange punches. Misses with the right uppercut. His stamina is off the charts. Nice counter shot. Good counter punching. Blocks the left uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones and now. Time for the 5th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The perfect counter lands. David Benavidez might be ready to go. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. A lot of effort being exerted here. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
On to the 6th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. His stamina is off the charts. Nice counter. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about David Benavidez. Round 7, here we go. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
The Mexican Monster's in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with that uppercut. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you continue.
Talk about Roy Jones. There's the bell to start round 8. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.